Well, I hope this works. Just to clarify, whatever I'm going to do live, I'm going to actually make a couple videos of the same thing. So it's not like, yeah, because sometimes I can just be yapping here for 2 hours, and then maybe it's better to put it in a video for 30 minutes. But I'm going to still do live because it's fun. Hi. I didn't know what to put on the title, so I put perjury, lies, cheating, and cruelty. Right? That's what I forgot. It's Sunday here in California. Well, Sunday everywhere. That was so stupid to say. My gosh. Yeah. I'm just thinking out loud. There's one thing I was thinking about that I wanted to read to y'all or to anybody or to you, and then I'm just probably gonna make a video about it later. It's just like some positive stuff that people think medicine, or we play about medicine before, or people experienced with medicine, and also with Johnny. But we say really a lot of things about Johnny already in this. I don't think there's any doubt in anybody that's watching these channels on YouTube that the guy is legit a very nice, gentle person. And it kind of, I don't know when this whole thing, I mean, I thought that this was going to clear up in 2022, but now I'm kind of worried. I'm worried about Amber actually saying that she didn't, we know she did not write the thing. Okay, she didn't. They help her out. No, they didn't help her out. They wrote it for her, for the Washington Post OPE, that it was all about Johnny, without even saying the name, right? So now what I'm thinking is like, what about if she is using that to say that, well, she was misinformed or something like that? I don't know. I mean, at this point, I don't think that she can do that, and I don't think she can backtrack like that. But I'm trying to find. It's just ridiculous what's happening. Just can't. Yeah, all this medicine things. But the one thing with her is that, seriously, for the judge to say that she was going to be in trouble if she wasted the court's time, I don't know if judges usually say stuff like that. I never got a judge saying that to me. Maybe because I wasn't wasting the judge's time. I don't know. But the thing is just like, I mean, I don't know if wasting time as it means what, and there's going to be any type of, consequences, any type of fines. I don't expect her to go to jail. I don't think she's going to go to jail. I'm sorry. I just don't think she is. But what type of punishments, what type of consequences they give to people that do this type of stuff? Because it's not just perjury, faking the bruises, faking everything. It's also, I think, from the ACLU just to do this, and they can't really deny that they didn't do it because there's a bunch of emails saying the thing was 48 times revised. Like, it went through all these people looked at it, the article that she wrote for the Washington Post. Now we know that she didn't. They wrote it for her. And this thing is not a joke. I mean, I feel like she took this whole thing she was so lax and nonchalant about it. And I don't know if she didn't think that it was going to get this big or what, but these people need to be held accountable. I'm talking about not just her, but everybody that is backing her up. So I'm just reading some stuff on her from before. Oh, there's damn people, man. I just can't even. Where's the same one that everybody's posting, everybody's linking, everybody's talking about that. But what I want to do that it might really be really annoying, I want to read the Amber Heard. If you Google Amber Heard, the first thing, oh my God, at least in my computer, this is what's going on. I type Amber Heard, and the first thing that it pops, it says angry. The second says evil, and the third one says liar. Like, is that why? How? I don't think I remember typing those things next to her name. It's just they're just messing with me. Google, you're messing with me. I know it's like 1,000, 1,200 freaking words. But I'm just curious about it. Now that we know that she didn't actually write any of this, now I kind of want to see how it kind of like, God, I can't even talk. If it hits me in some type of different way. I know it's super annoying. I don't know if nobody's going to be watching me if I keep doing this. Sitting here and just like reading about these people for like 2 hours. Because this is the thing. They can't say that they didn't know. Once you have emails and texts, and mostly emails from them, from their logo, from their company, because, I can just send emails and, I don't have like a company logo or anything like that. It's not really official. So emails we may be able to forge emails for people, just regular people like me. But like this organization, this is not a joke. The ACLU is not a joke, and they're the ones that's supposed to be protecting people. They're the ones that's supposed to be going. They're not for women, but for anybody. It's almost like saying, Children's Social Services kind of, like writing an article on a rapist. So it's that crazy. It's the opposite of like what you're supposed to be doing. It's like ACLU supposed to be doing not this. They're not supposed to be helping little brat actresses, on their victimhood narrative. Because if it wasn't for them, I don't know. I mean, she was already doing the whole thing. She already went to court, got a temporary restraining order. She was already doing the whole circus. Her friends were calling the police. The circus was already happening. But I don't know, if it wasn't for them, they help her. They rolled the thing for her. I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? Like, what would be the path on this whole thing if the Washington Post didn't even print that? I wonder, because that's what got Johnny to sue her. As first, the son, right, and he lost. They said, well, he's still a wife beater, because we're saying that he still is. Okay, he's like, okay, well, fuck you guys. Now I'm going to sue her for defamation of $50 million, right? But the defamation suit, it starts with something it starts with this. And now she didn't actually write it. I mean, the defamation suit against the son was something that she didn't say. Amber did not say that he's a wife beater. The son said he was a wife beater. Okay, so he lost that one. Now he's suing her for defamation. And this is something that she actually didn't write. You catch my drift? You see what I'm trying to say? What about if she gets away with it because she didn't write it? How freaking evil that would be. I'm trying to read, but this is like, it keeps opening, popping things, and I can't stand this type of websites that things just pop all the time. I guess this is the only way they make money, but I'm not going to click on any of these ads. Say, Johnny Depp's legal battle against the ACLU heats up as emails reveal nonprofit staff roll embers, explosive domestic violence obey at the center of the $50 million defamation suit against his ex-wife. By the way, the reason she didn't actually say, or the reason the writers, didn't say Johnny Depp, I don't think they could, but also because Johnny and Amber had a confidential, freaking contract that I don't know why we even signed those things. Really, why? But Hollywood is really strange. It's very strange to just have to not trust people because you've always been around snakes and sharks your whole life, like Johnny, and he can't trust nobody anymore. So now, from now on, what he's gonna like, what if they're gonna make him sign what? Like, I will be just scared to just letting people in my house if I was him, And now I'm not talking about people trying to kill him or anything like that, but just the amount of, just with Manson, like, just with Marilyn Manson, who can you trust after this? It's really, it's just so shady. Anyway, so they found no, they didn't find all these emails. They have this, but they did not present this in the UK. Obviously, duh. If they did, it would be a totally different thing. Even that judge, that he was blind and deaf, he still would have probably be like, oh wait, what? But they didn't present this because they didn't have it. Yeah, they had it, they just chose not to. The only reason they were talking about right now is because the court from Virginia asked Amber again and her team to present stuff, and they keep asking her. Well, finally, this came up, and it's very sad. And it's unfortunate that it didn't come out by the time when everybody was in the UK, because it would be, oh my God, it would just be fire. But a lot of the things did not come out, right? In the UK, it's almost like it's just, this is what I think is really stupid. They want to adopt the ruling and just use it in the States, because there's so many things happen from that ruling to now. So many things where, what the hell? Well, there's always some weird freaking noise every time I sit here. It's Sunday. It's Memorial Day tomorrow, so it's a holiday here. It's a 3-day weekend, and people are just go stupid. I don't. Some people do. What the heck? They're coming for Amber. I don't have Amber here or Evan. Talk about perjury. Wait until it's their time. Wait until they pop up all the emails between the Manson people and all the witchiness. It's not the time yet, but the time is gonna come. So if I can read this without all the ads, wasting time here. I am sorry. I just don't seem to find it, because I found it, things popping, and I'm kind of dyslexic. Well, I am. Okay. Oh, so the emails obtained by Daily Mail suggest Amber Heard had minimal input. Minimal. What is that? 5%? Minimal input in her Washington Post op-ed on domestic violence published in December 2018. She is been banking from 2018 all the way to 2020 on something that she didn't even actually typed. And she went with this everywhere. She banked on it. She met people from the UN. She met the vice president. I mean, the one right now. She was surrounding herself with politicians, and she was going to all these events. And because she was the voice of domestic violence, blah, 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 right? For something that she actually didn't even write. She didn't even sit down and type this on her freaking Mac computer, whatever. So all that praise for those 2 years, for the last almost 3 years, was for something that she actually didn't put out there. She was not putting herself in this raw moment. I am exposing myself and telling my story. In a way, yeah, she put her face on the story, but all the people wrote it for her. I mean, how much of a brat can she get that she can't even write her own damn freaking article? How bratty. I mean, seriously. Okay, now, I got 3 people watching. Well, then I should we read the original article and just make fun? At this point. All right, anything that I'm doing now, I'm going to upload as short videos later, because I know that this is really uncomfortable to watch me sitting here going, So I will upload videos later about all this stuff, but I just have to cut it. And I want to read on Rose McGowan's book. I'm going to read on Courtney Love's opinion of Manson. I'm going to read on Ozzy Osbourne. I'm going to read on Alice Cooper. I'm going to read positive things about Manson. Not because I'm trying to, not because I think he's guilty. No, it's because, we focus on this just messed up stuff so much, that I want to read something positive about Manson, which I'm going to do that. So I'm going to read part of her book, and then I'm going to talk about a new claim. I don't know how to call these things, but it came out about a girl that is a model from Russia, I think, but her name is Paula. I have to just look that up. I mean, I have it here. I bookmarked it, but that the timeline is weird because they're saying that she's the actress on that movie Groupie that Manson made. It was kind of like a snuff film. Snuff, it's like when you making a film and at the end, what you doing to the person is actually real and it's not an actress or an actor and they're going to die. That's a snuff, right? Manson was trying to do that, but not because he wanted to hurt anybody, but he wanted to do the short. And they end up telling him that it was too messed up to show here. So he kind of put it on the back of one of his shows. It was kind of on the as a backdrop, but nothing really bad was showing. This is just the video. It's just Marilyn Manson being Marilyn Manson and making a video of something raw and dark. And to me, it's pretty. To me, it's artistic, even if the whole time it's the girl screaming. I don't know. So there's like a half a minute online of this famous short that they were doing. The name was Groupie. Okay. The thing with Groupie is this is such a mystery behind this short film. Not only that, but the girl who was in Groupie disappeared. There's nothing to do with Manson. She changed her lifestyle. She studied to be a forensic scientist, and she ended up working with like dead bodies in a morgue or something. Anyway, so but what I'm trying to go to is like she is the one. They finally recognized that she's the one in this short film that he did. And also, she's the one in his video, Long Hard Road Out of Hell. She's one of those girls. And also, she's the one in a video from the band Garbage, okay? Years later. So she didn't die. She was not harmed. She kept working in the industry, obviously. So for the people that say that he actually hurt this girl in this video, they are full of BS. Because a couple of days ago, somebody popped out on Instagram talking about this model Paula, and the pictures of Paula, P-O-L-A, not Paula, but Paula, are from the Marilyn Manson video, from the Garbage video, and from some other fashion shoots from Italy and Russia and Germany and whatnot. She was like big time, not super famous, but just doing a lot of music videos. And she's very edgy. She's very beautiful, but very just weird at the same time. So obviously Manson picked her to be in his short. So now all those speculations about how that short was actually a snuff film and the girl was dead or whatever, now that goes in the trash, because now we know she's not dead. She never really got hurt. She made a video after that one with him. And why would she be doing that? She got just tortured in the video, and then like 6 months after, she's gonna make a video with him for the single, for that song that I just mentioned. No. And then she went and did all the videos with other people, and stay in the circle. And then she was Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails. She was Trent's one of many Trent's girlfriends. So she was friends with Manson then. So the girl's not dead. The whole thing of the movie Groupie is just a short. It's not a snuff. It's not a torture tutorial. And the reason the Manson probably didn't ever show us because of this BS. Because of this. So I don't blame him. But the few seconds that we have of that is on YouTube. It's everywhere. It's just messed up. Like you can hear the girl screaming. You can hear him screaming. Just a lot of lights. But it's nothing that we haven't seen from him before. And from other movies, from videos, from Nine Inch Nails videos are like that too. Movies like Saw, all those movies are like that. It's like that, that type of, hand camera, not just like getting it with, like back in the day when we still had cameras, not put on a tripod, just like doing this and just be all blurry and shaky. And I think this video, the video from that song Saint, ain't Saint, that is way more messed up. And it's still a video and it's out there on YouTube to watch it. And I love that video actually, but it's kind of messed up. It's way more messed up than this movie, this groupie movie that they're talking about like it was a snuff. Well, guess what? It is snuff because the name of the girl, her name is Paula Weiss. She is a model. She's not dead. She never got hurt. And she actually worked with him right after that short film and worked with Garbage and all the people from the 90s. And then finally, she kind of had a change of heart and decided to be a scientist. Okay, that happens. It's not because she's traumatized. It's not because Manson gave her two black eyes. No. And that's the newest thing I wanted to talk about, but I can't find the link. Like it happens. This is what should not do more lives anymore. My God. Okay, so I was gonna go on Ember. Should I keep going on Ember? Or I just go back to Manson? Or I go back to Ember? Because I was kind of on both of them at the same time as usual. What should I do? I can't believe they're anything. Even a model in a video is that it's a big deal. They're just making everything. They're just going to make him look like crap no matter what he does. It's just like, I don't know if you can just have this video for perjury afterwards or not, or it's just simple. It's not even, or it is perjury. Especially when they go to people's magazines and show pictures of things that didn't happen, or maybe they did that to themselves. What about that, right? I mean, so I don't know if that's called perjury or what, because it's not really lying in court. It's lying to a magazine. Might not be perjury, but they should get fined. They should at least pay a fine or something. That is so loud here today. Oh my gosh. It's never like this. I don't know what's going on. People are going wild. Memorial weekend. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna read on Ember because I'll make a video on Manson later, test on him and this Paula model person, because it's super important that that stuff just gets debunked in a way. Okay. If there's anything that I can do or that anybody can do here, just even if it's little, to kind of show that they're full of crap, then it's good. Then it's a good thing. Oh yeah, and I want to talk about Prince too. I don't want to talk too much crap about somebody who passed away. Rest in peace. The artist known as Prince, right? Just the symbol, because he didn't want us to say the word Prince. So it's hard. I'm not gonna say anything really bad about him, but I am remembering that back in the day, around the end of the 80s and some of the 90s, he had a crazy ex-girlfriend that was obsessed with him, and she was not happy. And she actually accused him of things that are very similar, but even more dramatic, because Prince was like super dramatic. I like Prince. I think the guy didn't do anything wrong to her. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of things that happen to other musicians, not just Manson, of ex-girlfriends blaming them for stuff, and ex-wives, ex-girlfriends, ex-whatever. Like you have people like, just like Prince. I mean, how big is Prince? I don't know if Prince is bigger, was way bigger than Manson. So he got that, like people just, I remember watching the thing back in the day, was it MTV 120 minutes? It was called, I think 120 minutes on MTV. Yeah. It was like after 2 a.m. or whatever. The guy from MTV his name was Kurt, like Kurt Cobain, but his name is Kurt something. Oh my God. And he was doing all the interviews back in the day. And he was talking about, he's the one that announced Kurt Cobain's dead on MTV. And I just remember like it was yesterday. Like, I remember what I was. I remember everything. Anyway, this guy, the same journalist, more like an MTV news reporter, was talking about Prince and his ex-girlfriend. And the accusations are like, even more, locked them in a sex dungeon with cages, whip women, sexually abused them, physically and mentally abused them, PTSD, depression, made her dress in his clothing, like Prince, like gave her like this weird ass stuff that he was wearing. He was pretty awesome. His clothes, his outfits were awesome, and he made these girls wear his clothing. This is all accusations made to watch videos of him with other women, starvation, violence, sleep deprivation, and he had the girls on a diet of cocaine and coffee. I'm not talking about Manson. Sounds very similar, doesn't it? I'm talking about Prince. Okay, recorded videos of them without them knowing, and also he told the girls to say Messiah, to treat him, to say the word Messiah every time they talk to him, and do not even make eye contact with him. Wow, right? Nothing happened after that. This didn't go to trial. They brushed it off because back in the day, back in the 90s, people were not so sensitive like they are now. And everything's, oh my God, everything because and time's up and all that. But when this happened with Prince, I remember like watching it on MTV News and be like, okay, like what? Like, okay, diet of cocaine and coffee. That's messed up. But I mean, like just the same reaction I have with Manson, and I'm not a fan of Prince like I am a fan of Manson, and I have the same reaction because it's just like, what are these people that are trying to pull? Why are they making anybody look like this just because they're not happy with whatever they were cheated on, they were ghosted. Oh my God, that term wasn't even. They were probably cheated on, they were whatever, he didn't pay his spousal support, it don't matter what it was, but he was accused of many things. And the things I was reading are things that were put on Prince, not Manson. And how similar. It sounds exactly the same. It's just crazy. They're almost a copy and paste accusations. And I'm talking about this is the end of the 80s. And it seems like people didn't make a big deal about it. And it never went to trial. He never went to trial. This never went to court. It was just accusations. And they didn't make a big deal about it because, like I said, I think people are too soft right now. And men and women, everybody is on a chip on the shoulder. They're all like super sensitive. They're all like running around like they have fire under the butt. And it's like just messed up. So while I keep looking at stuff, but sorry, that's my bracelet making that noise. That's annoying, I know. I'm annoying. I just didn't. I'm just really tired. And I was trying to look up for pictures of actually Prince with that woman, but I couldn't find any because Prince he was a player. He got so many ex-girlfriends. I couldn't find actually the ones that actually accused them of this. So, I mean, but I'm sure she's out there, and I'm sure she regrets accusing him of anything because I don't think none of that stuff happens. Or it happens in a groupie rock star situation, and that I don't think that he put them in cages, Prince or Manson. I don't think he forced cocaine on anybody. Like I already said in my videos, I think if anything happened, it was a little bit of a game of submission and like domination, something like that it went wrong only because not because of Manson, but only because they were trying to frame him from the beginning. I already said in my other videos that I don't believe ERW would from the beginning either. Like a lot of people believe her, and now they're like, oh no, she's framing Manson, but they believed her a couple years ago. I never did. I always knew when she came up on that with the Phoenix Act and Esme Bianco as well for the Phoenix Act. I watched it the first time 2 years ago, and I was like, this is so much bullshit. And I was waiting for them to say the words Marilyn Manson. I was waiting because it was so obvious. It was so obvious they were talking about him, but not obvious to me that he hurt them because I still think that he's innocent. Obvious in the sense that Might as well name the guy. You're pretty much saying everything. People are going to put two and two together. Both of you were his ex-girlfriends. I knew. I mean, not. I didn't know for 100%, but when she came out saying all those things, talking about the drugs and the lifestyle, I was like, oh, that's Manson. Like, there has to be who else she was with that it was that big of a star. Nobody. So I don't know why she didn't from the beginning say it was Manson. I think because they were waiting to see how this played out, and they were waiting to get more girls, women. I kept saying girls, women on board, and that's what they've been doing for the last 2 years and a half. Not because she wasn't ready, like she said on videos, I'm not ready to name him. No, it's not a matter of readiness. It's not a matter of you being ready. It's that there's not enough evidence. Still, there's no evidence. There is enough for me, though, for my own little opinion. But they were just recruiting people. That's what they were doing for 2 years. It's not like she was in the process of healing and all that crap that she says to everybody out there that wants to listen to her. Oh, the process of healing and whatever. And there's actually an interview that from back in the day. I'm talking about 2000, I think 18. That is crazy because Evan says that she's never going to name the person. And she says it's because it's not about herself, it's about helping others. And she did that, and 2 years after, she's naming him. So I mean, like, I understand that sometimes people go through certain things, and sometimes it might take 10 years for a person to even realize that what happened to them was messed up. So I understand, but she's using that. She's using something that is real, and something that happens to a lot of us, and is squeezing it. The same with Amber, and making the real victims out there, men and women, look like shit. Because right now, let's say something happens and a celebrity comes up. I can't say name, but like anybody, a big person, um, a big movie star, a big musician comes out and talks about getting assaulted, whatever. They're not going to be believed because of these people. And maybe they are the ones telling the truth. Because we're all going to be jaded and cynical about it. Or like, oh man, this is another Amber. Oh, this is another Evan Richard Wood. I mean, can you imagine if it starts being like that? If things get so stupid that we get to the point that I am kind of there now, that we get to the point that we just don't believe victims at all of anything without having a jaded mentality, which I have right now. And I am jaded as fuck about this because all I hear are just lies, and all I see is lies. And there's so many YouTube channels, which is great, and so many Instagram pages dedicated to how messed up this thing is. So when a real person comes out with any accusations and trying to get help, I don't know if they're going to be believed. And that's just that hurts my head to think about, because that's not cute. If somebody actually might need the help, and I'm not talking about non-famous people, I'm talking about famous people. And they're not going to be believed, or they're going to be looked upon like, I don't know, maybe not. And that's because of Amber and Evan, both of them. I don't think the one is worse than the other one. I know a lot of people think Amber Heard is way more evil because the charity, her saying that she donated, she didn't donate it, that's pretty evil. And everything that she made up, and the fake bruises, and just the whole conspiracy with her friends to live for free in Johnny's penthouses and backstab him. Yeah, she's pretty evil, but I don't think that the men and women are less evil than that. I think it's just a different thing. They just didn't marry him. They're not married to Mason. None of them were. But at the same time, I got like a lot of people against him. A lot. I mean, I was looking at his Instagram, and it's really sad that a lot of people that he was collaborating with and acting with or directing, that he was going to collaborate with, unfollow him. And I know it seems silly, like, oh, well, who cares? rape or something like that. Who cares? Yada yada, unfollow you. But it's a sign of times. It's a sign of that people believe whatever the heck is posted there. And I was looking carefully at the people that he talked before and put happy birthday to this person. Oh yeah, I love you, brother. I love you too. You're the best, man. You're the man. A lot of those people don't follow him anymore. And I know he's not out there crying about it. But what I'm trying to say is that shows you how it goes. That shows you how it goes. And the people that still follow him are, I guess, the real friends that he can count on from now on. Because if you're just gonna unfollow a person, not even based on anything, this was like the guy. Oh, you're my man. Da, 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 da. He got like rappers and musicians and fashion photographers and people like that, and they unfollow him. And okay, it's just a page on Instagram, right? It's not even it's just a page, but it is yeah, it's yucky. It makes me kind of, I don't know if it's sad, but I don't know, I don't think it's right. I am going to find something because that's very important that I found. The thing about the model. Oh God, there's so much BS on these people. You know what? I can't find it because there's too much of it. And that's why. And that's because my phone was charging the whole time, so I got all messed up. So yeah, I want to try to find a thing about that model. There was his short film, and then went on all the people's music videos. She wasn't tortured or hurt or anything. She was doing like photo shoots right after he did that short film with him. That she did that short film with him. So what are we doing? Like seriously, I'm looking way back. Oh, I know I'm live and I'm completely wasting time. But oh my God, I have a song in my head. I can't get it out of my head. Yeah, I thought I found it here though. I wonder if they took it down. What? I'm going to the same link and it's not there anymore. That's kind of scary. No, I'm not looking for Esme Bianca. I'm looking for the other chick, woman, person. Whoa. I kind of sit here to talk about this and now I can't find it. And it's not because I'm stupid. It's because it's not there anymore. Okay, here I found it. Okay. The new lawsuit implies that Manson abused an underage woman in a grimy snuff video was shown by Manson. That was called Groupie, like the word groupie, one word. That was the name of the video, supposedly. Except the video title Groupie was not some underage just skin nastiness, but it was just a professional video that it was done so he can show it in the backdrop of his concerts or his shows, and also because he wanted to do that because Manson likes to direct things and make things. So I don't know, he liked this girl or her agency sent her up. A lot of models, that's kind of how it works. But also she was almost engaged or really, really serious relationship with Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails. Back in the day, they were still, Trent and Marilyn Manson, they were still friends, I guess. Now he's completely backstabbed him. So it's not like she was just a girl that got out from the street and just tortured her. She's a fashion model. She was above 18 when she made this video with Manson, and when she made another video with Manson for that song Long Hard Road Out of Hell. Yes. Okay, that's the song I'm talking about. So in 94, she was 18 Well, so she's my age. Okay. In 94, she was above 18. Okay. And then another picture that I'm looking at, I just can't show it because it's on my phone. 94, the same time that they did the short film Groupie. And then after that, she was in the video. And then after that, she was in the video for the band Garbage. And like, you can say, well, she's good. She's on Manson payroll, so she's gonna say nothing about it. Models are models. Like, they're not on nobody's payroll. They're just like, they'll go where they're being cast and they're where they tell them to go. So I don't know. It would be really good to talk to her. Somebody can actually get a hold of her. But they're saying the person who actually started posting this on Instagram said that she changed her career completely. She's not a model anymore or any type of, she's not doing anything in the public eye. That she decided to go to forensic school to be a forensic scientist for actually dead people, which is pretty cool. Anyway, a model on Marilyn Manson's video that ended up working in a morgue, right, as a forensic person. But I'm not making fun of it. I'm thinking that is pretty cool and awesome that she left the modeling thing behind, because I think it is fucked up. But not because of Manson. I think it's messed up because it's messed up. And she went and just to do her own thing. Now that they found the person, and her name is Paula, Pola. Weiss is the last name, but they're trying not to say. But I just said it. Whatever. If you don't believe me, it's on Instagram. It's there. Now they found her. They can't say that, oh, the model from the movie Groupie that he made, we don't know where she's at. She's fine. She's just fine, right? She was so fine with it that she made another video with him. I mean, seriously, how fine can she be? You know, she was so fine with it that she was hanging out with Trent Reznor, which she was hanging out with Marilyn Manson. So she got tortured on this Groupie short film and everything, but she was just hanging out with Manson and with Trent, which it was her fiancé. Like, I don't know why people believe everything. I mean, Manson is very good at making you believe that, just making a whole, you know, just like any artist out there, even people that I don't like Madonna, whatever. I used to, but not anymore. But even her, they are very good at just creating this world around them, you know, like David Bowie did, Elvis, you know, Madonna, all the big ones. And you supposed to believe that what they're doing is the real thing, because that's what they do. It's a make-believe business. But how can you be so stupid? How can you be so dumb to actually think that he was chasing people and putting nails through their eyes and just cutting them open with a Nazi knife? Remember, it was not a knife, it was a Nazi knife. Excuse me. That always gets me, I already talked about that so many times, but as it never gets old, the thing about them saying a knife, not saying a knife or saying a vintage knife, or no, they have to say a Nazi knife. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, well, Manson kind of wants you to believe that he does that. He wants you to believe that he might do that he's dangerous. And you all fall for it? Like, really? Because I don't fall for it. I never fall for it. I always thought that he was actually I always thought that he's a bit of a nerd and shy. As a lot of people that know him said that he's very shy. That's the vibe I get from the guy, from interviews and from movie premieres and from seeing him with Rose McGowan and then with Dita, just sometimes making sexual jokes and kind of tone deaf jokes around his ex-wife, but nothing malicious, really, just kind of dorky. Not this big mobster criminal they made him to be, this person that human trafficked women from the UK to the United States, this nobody's actress that nobody actually gives a crap about, but he yeah, he liked her for some reason, and got a plane ticket in a hotel room, and human trafficked her. Remember Esme Bianco, right? These people just want to make you believe this stuff, and it's messed up that a lot of people just go for it because it's Manson, because he was accused before of something so messed up and so evil as that because of him and Ozzy and Alice Cooper and all that satanic panic that was happening in the United States in the 90s, because of him, a school shooting happened. Because of him, because his lyrics. Can you imagine to write things like that into in that your art is going to inspire somebody to go and shoot people in school? No, that was BS. That was going to happen anyway. Those kids were not even fans of Marilyn Manson. They were mentally ill, and the whole thing is so sad. And I remember watching it, and I remember where I was when I watched it, and how I was feeling, the same way I'm feeling right now. And I remember thinking, "Oh man, they're gonna put this on somebody," and they did. And it was Ozzy, Alice Cooper, Manson. And okay, no big deal. Okay, yes, it is a big deal. If you have a heart, you have a soul, it's a big deal. He suffered from it. He lost. I mean, like, okay, he lost some money. He was not able to to come to Oklahoma, Texas, Ohio, which he's from there. There was a few states that he couldn't go and perform because of this damn freaking people. The same people that were making a big deal because he was burning the Bible without even knowing that he was burning a Bible or not, or he was just burning a notebook and making you all believe that he was burning a Bible, right? So he dealt with so much of this nonsense before that. I mean, what is it? It's like one more stripe to the tiger, whatever. The difference with this is that right now we have the internet. So right now, everything is televised, and everything is not televised by television, but the screens. The screen, the tablet, the phones, we're so plugged all the time on everything. So if somebody says, "Oh yeah, it's a rapist," it's just going to be amplified. And it's good and bad at the same time. It's good because it can help actually catch the bad guys, the real bad guys, with all the technology that we have now. But it's actually bad because it can create a lot of gossip and a lot of BS that's been going on with people going, in the social platforms as they want to, it sounds more serious if they say, oh, they posted on their social platforms. Facebook and Instagram is not a social platform. I mean, it's social media. Yeah, it's an app, okay? But yeah, these days you can just post anything and accuse anybody of anything. So before they accused him of a lot of things, but there was not so much coverage like right now. We couldn't just, there was no YouTube. No, there wasn't. You couldn't just, there was not even chat rooms or anything like Reddit or anything. Maybe there was like chat rooms and stuff, but pretty much the internet was you check your email and that's it. The news came from the TV, okay? The music came from the radio. And believe it or not, even if it was annoying and it was just, I like it better now. I like having technology, but at the same time, this also is easier to abuse, to spread the word when you want to spread gossip. You can spread really positive things with technology, and you can spread really negative ones. And I think lately, with all this, the victims and all this, the fake feminism and all that, is being used for bad. The lady who complained about Manson spitting on her and on her camera, she posted on Facebook. I mean, she went to the cops in 2019. They say that she filed a report in New Hampshire, but it never went. She didn't follow up, and she never sent anything. So they never went to Mason to arrest him or anything until now. Now they're looking up to it again now. But like I said, she posted on her Facebook. Back in the day, back in the 80s or half of the 90s, something like that happens to you, you just, like, you gotta, like, deal with it on your own. You suck it up, or you tell your therapist about it. You go to the cops. If you're in school, you go to your counselor. That's how it was before. You go to school to talk about stuff like this. If this happens when you were in school, you don't just like get on your phone and start witch hunting people and start just canceling people because they didn't call you back, or because they were with somebody else and you want them to be just with you, or whatever the hell was going on. Also, there's really weird, like the timeline. The timeline is strange at F, because Ashley Walters said that everything happened between 2010 and 2011-ish, right? But then also in her document that I read in another video, I read the whole damn thing, says that she was knocking food and trying to give food and drinks to the people that the Mensa was hiding on, somewhere. And then when he went out for whatever he was going out for, the girls were eat and they would try to come down and sleep and try to eat some food before he came back. And those women she's referring are Eva Rocha Wood and Esme Bianco. But guess what? He wasn't with Eva Rocha Wood anymore in 2010. So how come how come nobody's checking this? I mean, seriously, I know that we're up and down, back and forth with that relationship, but he was with Esme Bianco, not with Richard Wood. Ashley Walters says in her document that she was sneaking food in the bathroom to the girls that were locked in the bathroom, Evan, Richard Wood, and Esme Bianco. And also, he was on and off with Lindsay, which is his wife now. So I just don't believe that he saw all these people and he slept with all these people in a year. I don't. Because he was trying to get the girlfriend back. And I believe that he was with Esme Bianco. He was with Esme Bianco because of this paparazzi pictures. They were going to events. They were going to the ArcLight and the movie theater. And they got photographed everywhere. They were together, yeah. But the rest of them, not really. And the fact that Evan Rocha Wood was in the bathroom. Evan Rocha Wood was not in the bathroom in middle of 2010. I mean, she wasn't even around the guy. She was already with Jamie Bell and the guy who she went and had a kid with. So that's kind of weird that like just line a document like that. Why don't you just put, I have to help some females that they were in prison in his apartment and I had to feed them or whatever. Why are you putting the names if you don't know if you actually can use those names or not? She's so dumb. If you're gonna put names, you have to have. How are you gonna prove that those people were there in that apartment during those few months? How? By their Facebook post, by their Instagram post. But I guess like he actually got all these faces. Remember, she said, Evan Richard Wood says that he hacked her Facebook and all that. So, I mean, how come we have interviews with her on her parents, her brother, plays they were working on, movies she was working on. There's interviews, or there's TMZ catching her, because I looked at all this stuff and I remember from back in the day when it was happening. She was all over the place. She wasn't locked down in the basement. I mean, that has to be proof enough. Because they're famous, they're not like me. I'm nobody. Because they're famous, people know what you do in this whole time. Because there's paparazzis and there's TMZ, so there's proof that Evan was not incarcerated like she says that she was. There's proof she was out. She was on set working in movies. I mean, anyway, like I'm just hitting myself because I can't believe that they're trying to go with a whole hiding in the dungeon thing. I mean, seriously, gosh. No, nothing. I keep trying to find it, but I think they took it down. And might not be a good sign of anything. I know it looks serious, probably. My hair is so messy. It's so big. Gotta cut this thing. Um, yeah, Paula. I'll find a picture of her later. Her name is Paula. Pretty, super pretty. And right off the bat, not a victim. Not one bit of a victim. Actually working with Manson and getting engaged. Trent Reznor had a lot of girlfriends, so I'm not just saying, oh, well, whatever. She was one of many. But yeah, she was one of many. He actually had so many girlfriends. And if she was tortured in this snuff film that he was doing, how come she was out there working as a model for music videos? Like, no. I keep saying no, no. Like I'm trying to convince myself. I don't have to convince myself because I believe. I won't just be sitting here making a video if I don't really just 100% believe that he's legit innocent, and Johnny as well. I don't just say um, Johnny too many times because, I mean, I don't think he needs my help. But yeah, I can find her name. This gave me somebody else. Okay, hold on. Television producer. 1947. Oh my God, there's somebody with the same name. That is crazy. I'm gonna have to put Marilyn Manson next to her name. That is crazy. Okay. Finally. Oh, she's credited. Oh man. So this model Paula, which is the model that is in the movie in the short film Groupie, and it sounds like she's being tortured and killed or whatever, right? The short film that he did, and he showed it in some of his shows like as a backdrop, and everybody was talking about it, and they were using it as something against him instead of saying, well, it's just a video. Like a lot of his music videos are sometimes disturbing, um, because right, you know, in a movie, even if it's a short movie, you have credits at the end, and says like sometimes it's like, well, thank you for my manager, thank you, whatever, I dedicate this to my wife, whatever, and then this credits like director of photography, technical credits, you know, whatever credits. Okay, so her name Paula Weiss is on the credits on the short film. Okay, so it's not a snuff. Okay, she's on the credits, and I'm looking for pictures of her. I'm looking at pictures of her, and yep, she was on that video. She was in a lot of videos in the 90s, not just for him. She was a working model in the 90s in she was not working for like Versace or whatnot. She was working in music videos and kind of more edgy stuff. It would be really good if somebody can get a hold of her somehow, and for her to just like show it up and be like, I'm going to talk about my truth. That'd be amazing because she knows the guy, and she also knows Trent Reznor. So I don't know. That might be a good idea. Yeah, and Dead to the World. Exactly. She is on the credits of the video. How can she be just tortured and assault and everything and then be credited for that? Um, yeah, Dead to the World is the whole film, but I'm talking about this short film groupie. Anyway, so what I'm going with is just this is more BS over the pile of BS, over more BS, over more BS. These pictures of her with John 5 with a guitar player, like just hanging out. And she was in the music video, Long Hard Road Out of Hell. That's right here. Okay. The Nature of the Leeches, Dead to the World. Film director Joseph something, editors camera post production, and Marilyn Manson. Special thanks to Alejandro John, Paula Weiss, Madonna Wayne Gacy. They're thanking her on the credits of the short video. Thanks. They're thanking her. She's on the credits. And then the touring crew and the management. Well, the management, there is no more, right? The guy is there. Special thanks of the people. Yeah, like he's gonna actually make a snuff film or just let's make this a really messed up film and have it playing as a backdrop of his shows, and then use the same model for the song Long Hard Road Out of Hell. My God. And I have the song in my head. And use the same model for that he used for this thing. And use her again for another project. And other bands in the 90s use her for other projects. Come on. Like, seriously, if she was so traumatized, if she was so, because nothing happened to her, that's why she wasn't traumatized. The more I say it out loud and the more I read, all you gotta do is just Google these things, the more I believe that she was just doing her job, not like some other people that he encountered later in life. Oh, good to know. Paula Weiss. Okay, she's really pretty. I don't know how to show pictures at the same time that I'm talking on this thing, but I will make a video, a short video. I always say that a short-ish video on Paula because I want to find the perfect picture. Okay, I'm gonna just find pictures of her this way, I guess. Okay. Paula Anderson. Oh, she was in the video Garbage in 98. So she worked for a few years after she was tortured on that Manson video, right? I finally found it. Okay, this is the girl. So we can get the face down. I have to show it with my phone. Yeah, I live for production, huh? I'm going to have to show it with my phone. This is Paula Weiss, the brunette girl, right? That's Paula. Okay, the girl, not with the yellow thing around it, but the other one. That is the girl that he used for the short film Groupie. And that is the girl that he used for the short footage that he used for Dead to the World. Okay, and that's the girl that worked for another video for the band Garbage. And I don't know the song because I don't like Garbage so much, but that band. And this is Paula. And they've been saying this whole time, Ashley Walters has been talking about this. Oh, that when I was working for him, they were talking about this video that he made. That it will get him in so much trouble, and because it was so. And they're talking about this video called Groupie, and the video Groupie. And oh my God, he never want to say anything about it. Okay, well, that's because he was just being maybe like trying to be not to jinx it a little bit. If he still wanted it to be a project, maybe that's why he wasn't talking about it. Maybe, or maybe because he just didn't freaking feel like talking to you about it, Ashley. But this is the girl. Huh. Okay, well, yeah, she worked with him in 94, and then she worked with him again in 96. So yeah, right? Well, why would she do that? Why, Paula? Why would you do that? I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrongly. How do you pronounce the name Paula? P-O-L-A. P-O-L-A. Paula. Anyway, super cool that I finally found what I was looking for, and I finally found the picture. There's a bunch of pictures of her, and there's obviously the video that you guys can watch, and it's a really cool video. He got shit from that video. Oh my God, I remember because he's naked. let's face it, in the video. Like you see from the shape of it, you can see he's naked. He might not even be naked when he made the video, but he looks like he's naked on the video. He got so much smack from that video, I remember. And it was a single, it wasn't on any album, it was a single for a movie. And I always liked that song and that video in particular. In that video, he is like dressed as the Pope and has all this like Christian paraphernalia around him. And these two girls, Paula and the other one, are kind of like mannequins. And he kind of like pokes them with like, it's very silly looking. It's not even like one of the more messed up born villain type of videos. This one is super silly looking. He has a gigantic Pope hat on. Yeah, ooh, Mason, the monster. Seriously. Oh yeah. Oh, the thing with Prince. That's what I was gonna do. That's what I was gonna do. One thing at a time. Paula Wise. So Prince allegations in the end of the 80s. Oh man, he got so many. I mean, we can talk about. I don't want to talk about like Michael Jackson because he's dead, just like the Prince is dead too. But Michael Jackson actually died with a lot of people thinking that he did that stuff, and so I'm not going to talk about him. Not because I'm scared or whatever. Not because I think that he is guilty, because I think he was innocent, and I think that proves it right there that you can completely cancel a person and destroy their freaking life, their health, their mental health, their physical health, their businesses, everything, just because money. The Michael Jackson families that were looking for also damages. Let me tell you something. If somebody does that to my child, I'm not settling for money. There's no money. You cannot settle. You cannot give me money. Like you just can't. And these people were getting money from him. That's when I totally just stopped believing. Not like I never really believed it, but it's the same situation as somebody who is eccentric, somebody who is different, somebody who does kind of dance, on their own music, and it's different. Michael Jackson and Marilyn Manson are not that different, in to the sense of just being over the top and being dramatic and being eccentric and being interesting. Michael Jackson, to me, he was always interesting. I never looked at him as a freak. I know people did. I mean, at the end, I didn't. I love his videos in the 90s. I remember dancing to that in school. Like, I don't know. But it's the same thing. It's just how they cancel that guy. They totally cancel him. And actually, when it comes to it, I remember watching the thing on TV, the court, and just seeing him back up and down, back and forth. And I keep thinking, this guy's gonna die. He's gonna die. They're driving him crazy. He's gonna die. He didn't die when I thought he was gonna die, but the allegations were so horrible. And the same with the thing Manson now. It's different, okay? It's different. I know, as children and groupies, different thing. Because all they are groupies. Esme Bianco's a groupie. Evan Richard Wood is another groupie. I don't care. I mean, she just happened to be an actress, but she was his groupie big time. I made a whole video about just her. And I think the video is called Hardship Glasses Manipulation or something like that. I wrote. I don't know. How I type something like that. That shows you that she knew what she was doing. She had the hardship glasses at home. She got the outfits, everything, way before she met him. So I think this is the same. This is just like getting people, just getting them messed up. And then it's like, oh, well, let's see. Maybe we can get some damages out of it. Maybe we can get some money. Just, he's a manager of 25 years. Drop him. His record label, drop him. Okay. No, not that. It's giving me like a bunch of crazy stuff. Prince, the artist. Because you can't just put the word Prince. You have to put the artist. Sinead O'Connor. Oh my God, what a. Yeah, one of his ex-wives. I don't know how many he had. Here it goes. Fine, I found it. Mirror Dog. Oh, UK. Okay, that's what I couldn't find it before. I was looking at the United States stuff. Shouldn't. Yeah. Prince locked women in secret sex dungeons and called himself the Messiah. I'm reading it. This is for the mirror.uk. My God. Prince had a secret sex dungeon where he would take women, whip them, and make them call him Messiah, according to the sinister claims by his ex-girlfriend. The 50-year-old singer was found dead. Okay, sorry, I wanted to go on that. I don't know why I read it without reading it first. Anyway, the allegation had reemerged once again following his death. And according to Charlene, who says she dated the star, dated, didn't marry him, dated the star when she was 18 in 1989. Yeah, I knew it was the end of the 80s. He took her virginity before allegedly taking her to the themed sex rooms and used cages, chains, and whips. These allegations against Prince, okay? It sounds the same. And I'm not going to say nothing bad about him, not only because he passed away, but also I don't have nothing bad to say about him, because I'm not going to just believe people at face value, mad, crazy ex-girlfriends or crazy anything, crazy ex-partners, crazy ex-managers, crazy a lot of people. I'm sure Prince, he had quite a big personality. He probably pissed a lot of people off and probably made some piss a lot of people off on a daily basis, people that work for him or they work with him. But not to the point that, you have to just, he walks around with his horns in his head like he's the worst person on the earth. Charlene friend. Okay, Charlene is her name, I guess. She first made claims about the star's former sex life in 2003 in court papers. Went to court, I guess, over a property dispute, but he denied the allegations at the time, insisting they were totally false. That's it. That's all you gotta do, Manson. Just do what Prince did, I guess. No, I mean, this is really bad. I didn't know that she was saying that he took her virginity and forcibly, or just what? What a weirdo. These people, just ex-girlfriends, are a different type of beast. Now the allegations have okay. I took virginity before I taking her to themed sex rooms. What is a themed sex room? It's a room where the theme is sex. So you mean like a room, a bedroom to have sex? I use cages and chains and whips. He made her call him the Messiah. She has to say the word Messiah and not make eye contact when she was talking to him. And I'm reading it. You cannot make this up. I'm not this. My imagination is not that big. She claimed to the papers that he will film the sex parties. Previously alleged Prince bizarre sex parties where he will have theme rooms, cages, chains, whips in various rooms. She also claimed Prince saw himself as his Messiah and demanded her to call him like that, call him with that word. She would get really angry if he didn't say the word Messiah. The claims were first made in the court papers in 2003, but Prince furiously denied them at the time. I guess that's all it is to it. I'm not going to go to how he was found dead. It has something to do with what I was talking about. Yeah. Right? Isn't it funny? I mean, it's just weird to talk about somebody who's not even around to defend themselves or nothing. But I think what the reason I'm bringing up Prince is the same reason I brought up Prince when they were talking about Manson spitting on people. And I said, well, Prince used to spit on people. Probably Jim Morrison spit on people. For sure, Mick Jagger from Rolling Stones, he spits. And just nobody else gets in trouble. The singer from Green Day, the band Green Day, always spitting. That's just something that they just do. They do that, I'm just gonna have to plug my computer, and I don't know. I hope that I wish that I can cut this and just make it so all the parts I'm going like, oh, I look like an idiot. I can just resume that and just make like instead of a, to the point, but I don't know how to do it. So I'm gonna make some videos later and upload them as uploads and not live. But yeah, go look it up. Like the allegations against Prince, good old Prince, locking women in the in cages and making them call him the Messiah. See, no difference, right? And then the thing about the model Paula from his music videos, and she's supposed to be the girl from this snuff film, and now we know and we see that she was credited on the film. So those two things are important. And I was going to read the op-ed from Amber, but I'm gonna do it after I plug my computer in a regular video because she just deserves. I'm gonna read it. It's about 1,000. I don't know. It's an essay. It's a whole damn essay, but I'm gonna read it because now that I know she didn't actually write it, the other people wrote it. Like other people typed it for her. Now I'm gonna read it even with that in my head. It's gonna be great. Well, if you're watching me, thank you. I apologize that I was just so over the place. I'm so tired to be working, and everything that I had shut down when I started doing this, and then I couldn't find the model from the music video, but I did. What's important is that I did. Okay, and you can go find it too if you want to. Just type Prince allegations from ex-girlfriend, and it's there. And it's just crazy. It's crazy that it's a copy and paste, pretty much. It's nuts. What people do for money, or because they're, I don't know what type of revenge. I don't know in Prince's situation what was going on, but I am pretty sure there was money as well, because they go for these guys and millionaires. They don't go for like the little, B actor that doesn't have a lot of money. They go for the big sharks, right? And I'm glad the Prince didn't give her any money. He just denied it. That's kind of what Mason has to do. I know that his lawyer denied it, but eventually